What's the word, y'all? Big Will, life after prison. Hey, all you people that are just coming across my channel, like and subscribe. I'm here. I do prison stories of my prison stay, before my stay, things I've done in the past, what brought me to prison. I do reaction videos to crime around the area. We're all from different areas, different countries, whatever. You know, I'll tell stories of things that I'm hearing. I see that are pertaining to crime, or usually I like to put on blast the bad cops, so to speak, crooked cops, and definitely them people that fuck with kids, them child molesters and shit like that. But if you're new, welcome. Hit the subscribe button, please. If you're not new, hey, like this video and you know what to expect. But Big Will, life after prison. Hope you stay and enjoy. Peace. Why don't you watch the video? What's the word, YouTube? I'm back. You know who it is, Big Will. Back with another episode, Life After Prison. So listen, I got a story to tell you. There's an issue going on with a guy from Massachusetts, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. He got arrested for killing his mother. He killed his mother, and then he burnt her body. And he got arrested. Then he went for a psych evaluation, and they cleared him to go to jail. They cleared him, so they say he wasn't, psychologically insane, and he can go to jail, right? So when he went to jail, he was on a 15-minute watch every 15 minutes. Well, apparently the guy ended up taking toilet paper and shoving it down his throat to where he couldn't bleed. And he killed himself. He committed suicide. So it was a big investigation. He had enough time from 15 minutes. He was on a watch every 15 minutes, that one of them watches that he was on, he killed himself. And there's a lot of scrutiny going on with the Dartmouth, the sheriff's office, the Bristol County Sheriff's Office. They should have done more, right? And I mean, I'm not a big proponent of the sheriff's department. Okay, I'm an opponent, as you all know, as you probably figured. But with that being said, there's really nothing that they can do, right? Short of, the guy killed his mother. Okay, so does that mean he's automatically insane because it was his mother that he killed? Some people, they grow up hating their mother, right? And their father or whatever, their siblings, they don't like their family. Doesn't mean they're crazy. So by him killing his mother, they checked to see if he was insane, and he was cleared. So he wasn't put into general population. So I guess he was acting a little, weird or whatever, not giving a reason why, and, go to kill your mother, but then to burn her outside in the front lawn. Excuse me, there is some kind of issue with you, right? But anyways, with that being said, we're having, in November, there is elections for a new sheriff. Now, we've had the same sheriff, Sheriff Tom Hodgson. They call him Hard Time Hodgson, right? Because anything that is for leisure, he took away. Like, he used to be able to do woodworking class, and used to be able to make, articles, and like years ago, my brother made my daughter a Mickey Mouse bank out of matchsticks. You'd buy the matchsticks off Canteen, already burnt, one end's black, and you make things. My father made a boat years ago. When you'd make things like that and send them home to your your family or whatever. For your wife, you'd make things for Valentine's or whatever, birthday, Christmas, things like that, okay? So, but things like that, the pool tables, weight machines, weight rooms, all that stuff started. No TVs in your cells, you know, you can have a headset. A lot of the jails are having where you can use tablets, or, you know, even some are allowing phones. There's none of that there. There was no smoking, and he stopped all of this in the 90s, right? So, they're running for new sheriff. So the sheriff that's running up against him, he is I guess he's a police chief or something from a neighboring town, okay? So he's saying that the guy should have been on eyeball watch. So that's what brings me to this story, eyeball watch. I don't know if any of you have ever been to prison, or, you know, you've ever been on lockdown and you've ever been through eyeball watch, or you've ever been on a suicide watch, or, you know, a lot of guys, they say they're suicidal, so they put them on eyeball watch. So they, you know, every 15 minutes, they get nothing in their cell. They get nothing. They get put in a green Fergie. It's a green padded suit, because they strip you down of all your clothes, so you can't make a noose and tie it off or whatever, right? Things like that. Usually there is no toilet paper, nothing. There's nothing in your cell. You get nothing, okay? So, I want to say 2006, maybe 2007. I go in and I'm looking at 2 years, okay, for violations, drug violations, and still getting high while I was on probation and a whole bunch of shit. Dirty urines, blah, blah, blah. So, I go to court, and court offers me a deal. They offer me a year with 6 months to serve, 6 months suspended. I say, yeah, I jump on it. Fuck, I'm gonna take a whole year right off my sentence. I'll take the deal. Fine. So I get to, you know, I'm in a holding tank, and my probation officer comes down to me, and, you know, listen, good luck, the whole 9 yards, and blah, blah, blah. He's, you know, he talks to me, and bunch of bullshit. Me and my probation officer didn't get along at the time. But anyways, he leaves. I get up to intake, and while I'm sitting there, I get pulled out of the holding tank with everybody else. They put me in my own cell by myself. Now I'm thinking, wow, this is fucking weird. Everybody's looking at me like this is weird. So now they come in, and when you change out. If you ain't been sentenced yet, you go into greens while you're waiting to be sentenced. If you've been sentenced, you switch into tans. If you're immigration, you switch into yellow. And their jumpers, they're jumpers like what are the scrubs that the nurses wear, right? They're scrubs. If you're yellow, you're in immigration. If you're in red, you are street crew, pre-release. If you're orange, you are like on eyeball watch, to be watched. Now you're separated, you're segregated, and you're segregated from normal population. So that's how they can tell you difference, right? So you're wearing your orange jumpsuit, which means that you can't be around other populations. Now, people that wear orange are people who usually are rats, or they're in PC, protective custody. So when they take me out and they put me in this orange cell, I'm in this orange jumpsuit. They hand me an orange jumpsuit and they tell me switch out. They put me back in the side tank by myself. Now everyone's looking at me like, what's this guy, a rat? And I'm sitting there saying, whoa, what's the deal here? What's going on? Why am I being put by myself in my own cell, right? And no one's giving me answers. Finally, two guys come in, and they're in plain clothes. And they're from IA, Internal Affairs, they call them. Other people call them, inner security, inner perimeter security, IPS, they're called. but it's inside the jail. They're detectives for inside the jail. Okay, they're not just regular COs in their CO uniforms. They wear they wear tan pants and a white polo T-shirt and whatever. But it's not marked or nothing. But you can tell because they wear a badge and you see them wearing the same uniform. But you never really see these guys unless there's gang investigation. Someone's getting caught bringing drugs through the mail, or someone gets a package in and blah, blah, blah. Someone's doing shit on the phone or sending out a hit, things like that. That's when they get involved, okay? It's not regular COs that do all that shit. So anyways, these two guys come in and they sit me down. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm already there 6-8 hours, something like this. 6-8 hours. And the dude's like, so listen, you want to tell me what's going on? You want to tell me what you got? And I'm looking at the guy like, what do you mean? I got a year. I think he's talking about my time. Like, I got a year. And he's like, no, you want to tell us what you swallowed? And I'm like, nothing. What are you talking about? I didn't swallow nothing. He's like, listen, we got a call that you were coming in today. We got a call and that you swallowed something. You swallowing drugs. And I'm looking at the guy like, listen, that's bullshit. Listen, man, fuck off. That's bullshit. Nobody knew I was even going to jail. I didn't even know I was going to jail today. I didn't expect to take a deal. The only person that knew was me, my kid's mother, which was my ex-girl at the time, my probation officer, the judge, and the prosecutor, and my defense lawyer. I'm like, nobody knew I was coming in. Nobody called you and said, oh, we got a call from a very reliable source saying that you swallowed a package. And I'm sitting there saying, nah, that's bullshit. And he's like, listen, we got a call from a reliable source. You want to tell us what's going on? And I'm like, guy, listen, that's bullshit. Now, again, my name from this area, my family's name, my brothers, my father, starting off with my father, he was really the renegade, but my brothers, we've all been through the prison system, and they have been through earlier than me. You know what I'm saying? My father, my brothers. So, like, when I went to jail, I was already known, okay? First by name-wise, and then again, a lot of people from my area, when we go to a local jail, I'm known, right? That a lot of people know me, my family, da-da-da. So, I just think the guy's bullshitting me and he's messing with me, right? He's reading my charges. He knows I'm there for drugs. Now he's just bullshitting me, thinking I'm bringing in a big package for everybody. He's bullshitting me. He's fucking with me. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. So he's like, well, we're going to put you on eyeball watch. I'm like, what do you mean? You're going to put you on eyeball watch. We're going to keep you in that cell. I'm going to document your every move. And I'm like, and how long is this? And the guy's like, till it'll be determined. So I'm sitting there. A day goes by. The next day I'm sitting there. Now I'm talking about every single move. If I rolled over, the guy's sitting he's sitting at the cell, right? And he's sitting at the cell and he is documenting everything. Mr. Dupras rolled over on his right side. Mr. Dupras put his knee up. Mr. Dupras coughed. Mr. Dupras stretched. Mr. Dupras had a piss. Now, every time I had a piss or I had a shit, I could not flush the toilet. There was no water running. I had to shit, let the COs come in, look into the toilet, and then they would flush it. If I had a shit, they would have to come in, go through I had a shit on a screen, okay? Then they will go through my shit inside, crush it through the screen so it all falls through, see if there's any drugs there. If I had a piss, they would stand there, watch me. I had a piss. They'd make sure the toilet was in. They flushed the toilet. Then I was able to wash my hands. They watched me wash my hands, and everything's documented, every move. Just so happened that year we had a snowstorm. So the guy that ended up watching me, he did a double with me. Went home for 8 hours, came because we had state emergency. So the governor shut the roads down. So the people that were there at work were forced to work overtime. They couldn't switch shifts. I'm sorry. So anyways, this guy is with me for 48 hours. He said the guy's with me there for 12 hours. He goes and takes a nap. I got another guy that comes in. He's there for 12. The other guy comes back. You know, and I'm sitting there. Now we go into a day. And I'm sitting there and I'm saying, listen, 2 days go by. And I'm saying, listen, man, what the fuck? I want to speak to somebody. So now I go in, I talk to IA, and they're like, listen, you want to talk? You know, you want to tell us what's going on? You want to tell us what you swallowed? Now, you know, if something broke inside you, could be an emergency, you'll go to the hospital. And I'm telling them, listen, I don't know what you're talking about. The guy persists. He tells me, listen, we got a call from a reliable source that told us that you swallowed a red balloon. I'm thinking, swallowed a red balloon, and it hit me. When my probation officer, when he left me, I was in the holding tank. And when he was talking to me, I ate a fireball, a red fireball. And he just saw it quick as he was leaving. All right, good luck, Will. And he was walking away and he seen me eat the fireball. He thought I swallowed a red balloon. He made a phone call to the jail, said that I was coming, that I swallowed a package. They ran me through they were threatening me when I got there. We could bring it to the hospital. After 2 days, I was like, listen, bring me to the hospital. Bring me to the hospital. I want to go for an x-ray. Well, we can keep you for 72 hours here. After you have had 3 full bowel movements, urine, shitting, and if there's nothing in there, then we have the option to either send you to your unit or bring you to the hospital. And I was like, listen, man, it's already been 48 hours now. When I tell you they get you on eyeball watch, you sit in the cell and the lights are on 24 hours a day. You can hear the zzz from the electricity with the lights on. The place is pitch silent because you're not in a unit. You're in a separate unit down in dispatch in a holding tank, right? You're down there by yourself with just some guy sitting there watching every move. You can't sleep. You got an orange jumper, and that's it. They give you a sheet. You don't have blankets, you don't have socks, no underwear, no t-shirt, nothing. You don't have nothing. So I had to stay there for 72 hours. Every move I made, they documented. Every shit I took, they had to go through it with a stick. Like a painter's stick. One of them little wooden piece of stick, a dowel. Running through the screen. Then they come in, they rinse it all off. Then I was able to wash my hands, wipe my hands. Anytime when I wanted to wipe my ass, and the CO had to stand there and hand me a piece of toilet paper. Did that for 72 hours. Finally after 72 hours, IA comes in and they tell me, all right, we're going to send you back to your unit. And I'm like, that's it? I get no thank you. I get no I'm sorry. No, nothing. Nothing. A mistake. I told you yesterday when you brought this to my attention that it was a fireball. You know, we had to be sure. We had to make sure. But you're on your way to your unit. Then he sent me to Max and held me in the it was a medium jail, but I was in the Max side. I was behind the wall. Until my points came down. Oh, I was pissed. But so that's what they're saying. They should have had this inmate on that killed his mother. They should have had him on eyeball watch and documented his every move. But eyeball watch is nothing nice, man. After 3 days of being up and you know, so starting 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, they stopped bringing everybody down from court. You know, that the people that are going to court. So you can hear everybody coming up and they're all looking at you weird. Why is he over there in his own cell in Orange? You know, what's going on with this guy? Oh, he must try to kill himself. No, he's in Orange. Wait, he's got to be a rat. Oh, there's something going on. Why is he in Orange? And you'd hear him say this, whoa, what's up with that dude? What's up with that dude? You know, and I used to like, mind your fucking business. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like, it's just crazy. But eyeball watch is no joke. And if you've ever been on eyeball watch, let me know. Let me know what you think. How is your ordeal, you know? But, yeah. Eyeball watch would have protected the guy who would still be alive today, but at the same time, it's not their fault. The guy wasn't deemed to be, you know, a threat to himself or anybody else. So, you know, it was good enough that they had him on suicide watch, where it was every 15 minutes. He wasn't that, they had no inclination of he never threatened to kill himself. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't in a room with a camera and all that bullshit. It was just every 15-minute watch that he was on, you know. But let me know what you all think in the comments below. You know, the way that they treat inmates, it's crazy. But eyeball watch is no joke, you know. Before I go, just want to say welcome to all you people that are subscribing. If you're new, you're coming across this channel, hey, like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We're here. I'm here daily. I try to make a video every day, at least one. You know, sometimes I may skip a day or whatever, but let me know what you all think. And I'll see you all in the next. Hey, all you people out here all the time, I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll see you all in the next one. Big Will Life After Prison, and I'm out.